Hey guys, I wanted to jump on here and talk about something I feel like we don't talk about enough. And this is me as a mama, just sharing my mama's heart. I think that a lot of times we as parents put so much value, and there is value, on our children having both relationships with their typically developing peers as well as their peers that have similar challenges. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely value in that. But I think a lot of times we forget to look in the mirror and advocate for us. I have spoken to many veteran parents who have sat back and they have kind of hidden from the world because they feel like they don't have a place of belonging. And this breaks my heart. And I have had people advise me that, well, just stop hanging out with your friends that have kids with that don't have kids with disabilities because they're not going to understand. And what I'm going to tell you is, in some cases, some instances, this may be the case. But in my situation, I have been blessed with friends that love my child and they want to understand my child. And they're open and receptive to learning. And because of their openness and their willingness and their love for our family and our child, we have been able to grow. And that doesn't work for everybody, right? That everyone's not going to necessarily fit that bill. But in our experience, that has been the situation. And I know that as a parent myself, like I have felt at times like I'm educating, I'm tired of educating. And there is something wonderful about being able to be in the room with somebody else who also has a child with either the same diagnosis or similar challenges, where they're not judging you, you ain't judging them, and you get it. You just get it. No education needed. Nothing. Just, hey, we're friends. I accept yours, you accept mine, and we love each other's kids and love each other, and we're just good friends. There's something so amazing about that. So today I wanted to talk about just normalizing. Can we just normalize that our friends who have children who are typically developing, they have a place in our life. Our friends that we meet that have children who are not typically developing, guess what? They have a place in our life. Anyone in any category that is safe, that cares, that is going to make you better, and is going to invest in you like a good friend does, and allow you to invest in them like a good friend does. These relationships are important. And today, I am taking my own advice. If you were the mama that I spoke to today, your name is anonymous. I'm not saying it, so please do not comment in my comments on this video. But I made a plan today. I'm going to go have coffee with another mama. And you know what? I think that I want to challenge you guys. If you're not out there making friends in your community, do it. It's important for you too. But don't completely isolate those that are open and receptive and have learned about how they can support you and your child, because those relationships are important too. And I will say that there are those families, there are those situations which are no longer healthy, and then in those cases I'm not going to say to stay. If there are people that are not open to learning, if they are not open to your child, then obviously maybe you need to consider alternatives. But in this case, what I'm saying is people that are open to your child, open to loving them and learning about them and how they can support them and what their needs are and how they can support you. You don't have to be alone. And I hope that in my videos, you guys can see that we can build a community here. It's not just you walking this path alone. guys.